flow. Find some flow. It's got to be tough where you were just kind of out of your game the entire.
They're starting, like you said, they're starting to get some gals back, and you're starting to see some depth on this team. You'll see it show hopefully tonight against Loyola Marymount. Aggies dressed in their white jerseys, white shorts, blue trim around the jerseys and shorts with the blue numerals. The Lady Lions, black jerseys, black shorts with the red numbers and lead lettering around the jersey and the shorts.
The interesting thing, too, about that depth, Ajay, is to see what happens with the lineups because, you know, when you bring back that depth at some point, Coach Hart is going to want to trim down the lineup. So it'll be interesting to see because there's kind of a competition now among the Utah State players.
Elise Stafford and Alexis Mark will go up to tip it up to jump, and it's going to go Loyola Marymount's way, and it'll be Allman with the dribble. Now to the inside to Alexis. Alexis spins right, Bowie left, goes off the glass and good. And Loyola just like that with a 2-0 lead.
It was a quick setup, and she made a quick move before the defense could really set and figure out what they wanted to do.
Man on the right side now dribbles to the top of the key, spins it between your legs with a right-handed dribble. Wants to go into the lane, goes off to the right side, stop, pop, jumper, good, but no, it's not good. We got to travel anyway. It's a turnover.
This is one of the things I think it's one possession, but I think Coach Hart has really been frustrated about. It's just Utah State seems to come out kind of sluggish.
Johnson to the left side. She'll give to Sykes. Sykes from the top of the key for three and good. And just like that, Loyola Marymount's got a 5-0 lead.
They're going quick, Ajay. They're not holding the ball too long. They're setting up and getting the look they like.
Randawa looks to the corner to Lacey. Lacey inside to Stafford. Stafford working on the low block. Spins to the right. Off the glass and good.
That's a good move. She did that through some contact, too. I don't think enough to call a foul, so I think it was the right no call, but she took a bump, and it was a good strength for her to adjust that and get it up off the glass.
5-2 ball game just at the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter. Early get going. Sykes will pull from just the top of the key and hit again from the left. That is a three. And looks like it's an 8-2 lead for the Lions. Boy, they go quick, don't they? Stafford to the top of the key. Now left side is Randawa. Randawa with a right-handed dribble. Stops, penetrates, now goes to the right side of the lane. Kick pass to Lacey, who goes from the left, inside to the paint. Ball or shot is blocked, and here comes the Lions. It's Mark with a dribble, giving it to Johnson, but can't handle it on the pass. Tries to save it, but does so to Stafford. Here come the Aggies.
That one, I think, on that last possession, Lacey, I think, was preparing for contact before it came and kind of adjusted and hurt her.
Randawa left wing three is flat, no good off the back rim, and trying to save it on the rebound is Rodriguez, and she bounces it out of bounds, and it will go back to the Aggies.
That was good effort by, I think it was Randawa, might have been Lacey, who got their hand in there to make it not an easy thing, and she dribbled it off her foot.
So Randawa will inbound from the baseline on the right side of the hoop. Looking, now gives to Stanford on the right block. Stafford goes to work, spins left, jumper is up and good. She's got all 4 points for the Lady Aggies, who trail at 8-4 with 8:11 remaining.
Utah State's game here early, Ajay, seems to go to Lacey or Stafford and let him bang down low. Neither of these teams are really big physically. There's some length, though.
Allman on the dribble. Ball movement is really good. Rodriguez for a corner on the three is no good. And Sykes with the rebound. She'll reset and give to Johnson. Johnson now looks to Mark. Mark wants to go to the right side of the glass. Blocked by Elise Stafford, who has a little bit of something to say.
Stafford injected the starting lineup. Thus far looks like a good decision. Man, I cannot tell you, this Loyola team moves the ball so fast.
Subbing out is Mark, and subbing in is, let's see here, Kari Clark for the Lady Lions.
6'2".
Whew, that's some good height. Clark now handles it on the free throw line, gives to Johnson. Johnson into the lane. To the left, can't get her jumper to go on a push shot. That's no good. Hawthorne with the rebound. So outlet to Randawa, near side. Going from right to left on your radio dial with a right-handed dribble. Gets to the free throw line. Step back jumper up. Backboard, no good. And rebounded by Loyola. Ooh, do we have it? Nope, she lost it. No double dribble, so Rodriguez now collects the pass, stops into the lane, gives to the corner for three from Sykes, is no good. Olivia Wickstrom with the rebound. Comes to the near side on the left wing with the left-handed dribble, wants to go to the lane, loses control of the ball, but gets it back. Nearly stripped away again. She corrals it, now gives to Stafford to reset. Stafford inside to Hawthorne. Goes up with it on the left block and is blocked by Clark. Few of the in-post shots not going in. Rodriguez for three, steps into it and knocks it down.
Coach Hart not happy about that, Ajay. Utah State did not hustle down. It wasn't, Lacey was the last one down the court, but it wasn't even Lacey's person that was wide open there sitting on the shoulder. She had all day to set up that three.
So Loyola right now leads at 11-4, and Sykes has 6 points. She's 2 of 2 from the field and 2 of 2 from deep.
This Loyola team moves the ball around. I told you I thought the pace could really get going, but the thing is, Loyola has really helped themselves. They do not hang on the ball long. I think that first possession encapsulated it well. They set up down low and were able to just get that quick turnaround. They don't allow the defense to really adjust for man help to come, a double team to come. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments Utah State makes.
Loyola with Aggies with a timeout. Loyola leads at 11-4, 6:55 remaining. We'll come back with more Aggie Lady basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
The season, they're not. They've been, I think, about 25%. Maybe a message here to Lacey. Ajay Quezada quickly checks in. Rest of the starters stay as they were.
Quezada will check in, as you mentioned. Stafford, Mensah, Olivia Wickstrom, all in on the court, and Randall was in the far. I had to look for somebody. Randall was in the far corner on the other side. Randall will be standing on the left corner of the block. Mensah with the dribble. Now gives to Stafford. Stafford to Randall, who take a left wing three. That's way off, and she's fouled.
That was well played there. I think I was going to be honest, maybe a little bit of a gimme, but Utah State definitely needed it.
Marks will be charged with the foul. That'll be her first, team first foul, and Randall will go to the line to shoot three. The best free throw shooter on the team right now, easily and by far and away this early portion of the season. She'll take a deep breath. Oh yeah, that's right. Spin the dribble, bend, extend, release, and hit.
Swish. Sykes checked in there, Ajay, so she did not sit out very long
she did
for
not get
Loyola.
A breather, did she? Yep. So it's Gordon, Sykes, Rodriguez, Johnson, and Clark for Loyola. This one's up and good.
That's the other thing I think Utah State really needs, too, is just to get her going.
Yeah.
She just provides a different energy, I feel like, when her offense is going.
Third one is good. Randall makes all three, and it makes it an 11-7 game with 6:45 remaining in the first quarter. We'll see if the Aggies can get a stop here. On the dribble is Gordon. Gordon now hands to the right side to Johnson. Now a cross-court pass across the timeline all the way to Clark. Back to Johnson. Now it's Rodriguez. Inside to Clark. Clark spins left. Now he ends up giving it back to Gordon. Ooh, nice pump fake with the dribble, and then the jumper is no good from Johnson, and Quezada with the rebound. Here come the Lady Aggies.
It was a nice pump fake, but she still had to think about it, and that shot was a little bit long. Utah State came out in their 1-2-2 zone. We saw it really change the game against the second game of the season.
Left side is a Wickstrom who catches the pass from Randall. She'll go with the left-handed dribble into the left lane, off the glass, can't get it to go, and rebounded by Gordon. Here come the Lions. Gordon now pull up, and it's going to go inside to Clark. Clark will take one bounce off a dribble and put it in. 13-7 Loyola.
Loyola just moves the ball so well.
Top of the key is Quezada. Now it's Wickstrom. Wickstrom on a right-handed dribble. Goes to the free throw line off the right side, off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Sykes.
2 straight drives from Wickstrom where she's gotten to the basket, but her defender's still been in front of her, and she's kind of just tossed it up at the hoop.
Sykes with a wild one off the glass, and it's no good. Randall with an easy rebound gives to Mensah. Mensah on the right side, again going from right to left on your radio dial. Inside to Stafford backs in off the right block. Loses control of it, gets it back, throws up a reverse layup, and it's blocked away by Johnson. Or excuse me, by Clark.
That was it was a good defensive play there. She backed down her player that was, I think, Rodriguez. She backed down, and then Rodriguez did a nice job recovering, stripping that as she went for a move, and then it was allowed to the double team to go there and block it out of bounds.
Mensah and Wickstrom check out. Brantley and who do I got here? Mendozona do check in. Randall with the drill on the right side. Thinks about a jumper, not there, so she'll pull all the way back to Faith, who resets the offense on the right wing. A left-handed dribble, wants to go to the lane, just on the left side. Up, can't get it to go, but she's going to be fouled, and it's going to be on Rodriguez. That'll be her first foul.
I like that take. I think Wickstrom on the last 2 drives tried to go around the defender. That way, Faith made the defender make a play, and then she smacked her on the arm as she went up for the layup.
So Faith will go to the line to shoot 2. 2 fouls on Loyola. Good. Dude, I don't even dare
hold your
anymore.
breath.
I don't even do.
Free throw line going to be one of the keys of the game. Utah State did not shoot well against Cal.
Second of the 2. Good. Back to a 13-9 ball game with 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Rodriguez, near side, Allman. Now into the corners, Gordon. All the way cross pass to Rodriguez. He'll reset with the offense. being guarded by Randall. Not a great matchup for Gordon, so she's going to give it away. Gives inside to Jones, who spins to the left and travels with it.
That one's just on Jones. Utah State kind of scrambled getting out of their 1-2-2 zone full press there. They were trying to get lined up man-to-man. Quezada had a late switch there with Randall, and Jones, I think, just rushed it thinking that she had some extra space there.
4:45 remaining. It's a 13-9 ball game. Marymount leads this one. Faith on a step-back dribble, now gives to Stafford. Stafford loses control of it on the strip away. Here come the Lions. It's Sykes. Post in for a layup off the glass, off the left. It's good.
She just took that right away, top of the key. That's an easy fast break there for Loyola.
Faith now looks inside for for Quezada, and that's nearly stripped away. Ball's on the ground, fighting for the ball. We got a jump ball. It's going to go back to Utah State.
Good effort there. I believe that was Faith that jumped in on that. The entry pass just deflected. Utah State wants to go down low. I think Loyola's now starting to jump on that.
Loyola's ball? No,
Loyola won the tip.
You're right, yeah.
They won the tip. Utah State's game plan is clearly to go down low. They're just now, I think Loyola's starting to try and box in and crowd those entry passes right there.
So Randall inbound from underneath the baseline. She'll look to give to Stanford, and that pass is knocked away by Jones. So they'll have to reset on the inbounds. This will be from kitty corner of the hoop. This is not an easy place to inbound a basketball, by the way. It's not good.
You don't want to get your offensive player trapped along the sideline.
Yeah, exactly.
Either.
So someone's got to pop out of top of it. Let's see if anybody can. Faith does create space. Now gives inside to Quezada inside the lane. Quezada spins left. Jumper is up and good. Push with the right hand. Got it to go.
Quezada's face afterwards like, okay.
15-11. Loyola leads this one. Here comes a light press from the Aggies. Loyola breaks it with ease. Rodriguez to the far left of the arc. Now gives to Allman. Allman to the corner. A three ball on the way is long. No good. Ball tipped by Sykes, and it's out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Aggies.
That's the interesting thing. So in this press, Loyola's moved the ball well enough, but you're going to get some possible open looks in the corner. Again, on the season, Loyola shot only 25%, so it'll be interesting to see if the hot start continues, if they fall back to their average.
Faith, left-handed dribble, now gives to Stanford. Stanford sending up just extended above the free throw line. Goes to the right side of the glass, can't finish it.
Good
and
take.
fought for and won by Loyola. On the rebound is Jones, and she'll give to Sykes. Sykes to the left corner. That's Rodriguez. She'll take a left corner three from rim. No good. Got to fight for the rebound. We got a foul. It's going to go on Faith, or is it going to go on? It is.
Faith, I think, crowded the rebounder there as they had position on her.
Got a sub coming in. Lacey's going to come back in. And then we have Sykes coming out and Gordon coming out. Oh, and also
Shiloh
Latone's going to make her. And she, by the way, I've been told she's going to be played limited minutes tonight. So we'll see how long they let her stay on the court tonight. Inbounds pass is knocked away by Inagi, but it's retrieved by almost a backcourt violation. It's retrieved by Loyola.
Close.
Yeah, Mark's had to go fetch that one near the Utah State logo. Right side is Allman. Now she gives to Jones. Back to Allman. Allman spins to the left off a nice drive. Nice pass off the glass and get off the left side to Johnson.
Great play there by Allman. She sucked in the defense, spun around, and then just dropped it off to a wide open player.
Quezada works the baseline from right to left. Now gives a bounce pass to Stafford. Stafford above the free throw line. Loses it, corrals it. Now gives to Shiloh. Shiloh back inside to Stafford. Ball knocked away. Stolen by Loyola. Here comes the right side from Allman. Nice pass on the fast break to Mark, who can't finish the layup off the left side. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
Way to go by Latone there. 2-on-1. You'd think that's an easy 2 points. She made the defender have to go a little bit higher, force it out of bounds, and they got deflected to the Loyola player staying out of bounds for a turnover.
Sykes comes back in for Jones. So it's Allman, Sykes, Rodriguez, Johnson, and Mark for Loyola. Brantley, Mendozona, Hawthorne, Latone, and Quezada. Brantley on a right-handed dribble to the right wing, calls for a screen, can't get there, so it's going to give it to Shiloh. Shiloh on a step-back dribble, gives to Quezada. She gets it stripped away. Fighting for it is Sykes. She gets the steal, right side, goes to the glass, lays it up, and gets to go.
These passes are just not crisp, Ajay. We've seen on these last two possessions just a little bit wide, even on that inbound, and went over Faith's head. No one back there for Loyola, but it's just going wide. They're not crisp passes, and Loyola's making them pay.
19-11, Loyola leads this game with just about 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Slow start for Utah State. Emmy will check in on the next dead ball. Stafford off the glass, off the right side. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson wants to run the court, bounce it off her foot, but then it's corralled. And give it back to Johnson, who will start with the offense on this possession. Again, 1:58 remaining, 19-11. Loyola To the left side is Johnson. Off the glass, puts it in. Wow.
Good defense there from Mendozona, but she was able to get it over that outstretched hand. Utah State in another one of those scoring droughts.
21-11, 6-0 run for Loyola, and a scoring drought of 2.5 for the Aggies. 1 of 8 so far for the Aggies. One of their last 8, I should say. Mendozona, all around the world, goes from right to left, off the glass, and got it to go.
She had to muscle that one up and got that friendly home rim bounce. Good to crack the goose egg because Utah State was struggling to score.
21-13, Lions. Minute 18 remaining in the first quarter. Johnson on a dribble, confident with the handles. Goes to the right side of the lane. Gets it stripped away from Stafford, though. Stafford to Brantley. Minute 6 remaining. Aggies trying to trim this one down to either 6 or 5. We'll see which one happens. The right-handed dribble now hands to Mendozona. Mendozona on the right wing, goes inside to Stafford. Stafford blocked. Top of the key, Shyla for 3, straight away. Front rim, no good. Stafford fights for the rebound. She's going to get it over the back call.
Lacey with the over the back.
Sorry, it's Lacey. I apologize. Checking in is Randawa, Emmy, and Mensah. Checking out is Shyla, Mendozona, and Faith.
Shyla style, that was Quezada. Quezada checked out.
Oh, sorry. Quezada. Thank you, AJ.
I got you, buddy.
You got 20/20 vision. Left side is Almond, being guarded by Mensah. Right side, off the key pass is Johnson to the glass. Can't get it. Or so not Johnson, that's Mark to the glass. Can't get it to go. Emmy runs the court on the rebound. Gives to Mensah. Mensah on the right wing. Holds on a left-handed dribble. Now goes to the right side. Stop. Pop. Shot. Got it.
Mensah got close. She got called for a ward earlier. I think she could have been there. She tucked in her arm, I think is what bailed her out, but that was close.
21-15, 20 seconds remaining. No shot clock, so playing on the line is playing for the last shot. Allman with the left-handed dribble to the far left wing, way above the arc. 10 on the game clock. 9-8. A screen from Marks. Now she splits a double team. To the corner, to Sykes. Now it's a pump fake from Johnson. Back to Sykes for 3. It's tipped. No good.
Good defense there by Utah State. They were trying to get an open shooter. Utah scrambled to get the coverage on that one to make sure it wasn't a good look.
So we go to the second quarter, and it could have been a lot worse than this, but Aggie's still hanging in there. They're down 21-15 after 10 minutes of basketball. You're listening to Aggie Lady Basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
I'm an Aggie, and I protect the nation's water supply.
I'm an Aggie. I grow plants in space.
I'm an Aggie. I make the world earthquake resistant.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
We applaud their achievements, but they don't do it alone. We thank you for supporting the scholarships and programs that help these students pursue the impossible. You're an Aggie, and your giving matters.
Staker Parson Companies has built a preferred source for sand, rock, and landscape products, ready-mix concrete, asphalt, paving, and construction services in your community for over 65 years. From the parks you play in to the roads you drive on, you can count on the Staker Parson team to deliver quality products and projects safely, timely, and efficiently.
For more information or career opportunities, visit stakerparson.com.
Trailing after one quarter, 21-15. AJ, what stood out to you?
I think just the frantic pace. The passing was not crisp from Utah State. They just seemed to just kind of be in a rush, and it led to some easy turnovers that Loyola took the other way for 7 easy points off turnovers in that first quarter.
Loyola will start with the ball here to begin the second half. It's Jones or Gordon on a drive. Now gives to the left wing for Stark. Sykes for 3. That's no good. Mensah fights for the board. It's going to be tipped out by Mensah, and it's going to remain Loyola ball.
I don't know about that
Yeah,
one.
me neither. I was kind of, actually, I thought, well, what do I know? Allman inbounds. Up to the top of the key is Mark. Mark with a right-handed dribble. Stops, spins to the left. Off the glass. Can't get it to go. And rebounded by Lacey.
Loyola's doing Utah State a favor. They're starting to go more one-on-one on offense.
Randawa stops, spins to the left. Now goes to the top of the key, halfway around the world in the dribble. Now gives to the right side to Shyla. Shyla holds. Now looking for help. Stuck in traffic. Needs help. Can't find anybody. Finally gets to Mensah.
That was close to 5 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Mensah with the dribble. She's being guarded by Allman. Right side is Randawa, who stops with 2 on the shot clock. 1, no good on the jumper. It's left. Rebounded by Gordon, and here comes Loyola. Now it's Allman. Right side is Johnson for 3. She'll take it. She'll miss it. Long rebound goes to Mensah. Mensah on the run. Has Shyla to the left. Ignores it. Goes to the hole. Euro step. Kick to the corner to Shyla for 3. No.
Great look there. That was a great play by Mensah to suck in the defense and get an open shooter.
Johnson wants to run. Got one-on-one with Randawa. Stops, spins, give it outside for Sykes for 3. That's no good.
Man, this coaching staff cannot be happy. Utah State is giving up a ton of open looks. Loyola's just not making them pay.
Randawa on a right-handed dribble to the top of the key. Now will hand off to Mensah. Mensah, left, right wing, now gives to Stafford. Stafford goes to work, into the paint, spins right, off the glass. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled.
I think Lacey got a bailout call there. She seems like she's moving faster than she needs to be in there. She got bumped, I think, for sure. But, I mean, it's just a little bit of a bailout because she's been kind of just, I think, a little bit too frantic on the evening.
Checking in for the Aggies is Olivia Wickstrom and Elise Stafford. Shyla Latone checks out. Mensah and Emmy check out. Who am I missing?
No, Emmy checks out. Mensah going to talk to the coach.
Oh, okay, sorry. Mensah checks out.
I got you, buddy.
Dude, I'm telling you, those jogs, I just got to pay attention to where they're jogging to.
Sorry, I got to be quiet. Yeah. It doesn't help Utah State going. They've really extended the lineups now, so you got a lot more numbers to keep track of.
Dude, I know. Like, we're going to the bench like 2 minutes in the game, and I'm like, guys, come on. Like, I mean, have mercy on the broadcasters, for heaven's sakes.
Ugh. Second one rims out for Lacey. That's because you were
talking.
That
was, I was chatting too loudly. My apologies to everybody. Gordon on the dribble. Inside to, that's not Marks. They haven't filled it out yet.
She was looking for Clark, but Randall kicked that one to stop it from getting down there.
So Gordon, Clark, and I believe Rodriguez is on the court. Yep, and Sykes as well.
Johnson on the inbound.
Yep, Johnson is inbounding, looking. Ball is tipped away. Sykes and Stafford colliding to each other, and we got a foul on Sykes.
Sykes not happy about that. I got to tell you, that one up in the air. Both are hitting the deck. It's always tough on those bang plays, Ajay, because who's really at heart? Who's really committing the foul when they're both crashing for the ball?
I usually, when I'm church ball reffing, I'm like, who's the first to look at me? They're guilty.
Allman checks in for Loyola. I think that was honestly Sykes on this one. I got to be honest. I think she was the first one to look at the ref.
Wasn't me. Mensah with the left-handed dribble, looking for Stafford and finds her. Stanford right to the wing, now looks at to Hawthorne. Hawthorne spins left, now goes right, off the glass for good. Pretty work.
That was a little flat, but it was a beautiful post move. Get the drop step to spin around and get that one off the glass.
21-18, just under 8 remaining here in the first half. Utah State is yet to lead in this game. Top of the key is Clark. Now we'll hand off on the dribble to Allman. Allman to the top of the key now is Johnson. Inside back to Clark. Off the glass and good. They made that look easy.
That was a good identification by Johnson. She was wide open, but she saw her big had a mismatch on Mensah there and got it down low for an easy bucket.
Wickstrom is screen from Stafford. Now gives to the right side to Mensah. Back to Stafford on the right elbow. Stafford wants to go to work. She'll pop shot. Jumper is no good. And it's rebounded by Johnson.
Stafford's a solid shooter. I'd like to see her use her size there and see if she could back down her defender, though.
Her pass inside to Clark is too long, and it's picked off by Randawa. Randawa across timeline by herself. Look inside to Hawthorne. Get it to her. Mensah's wide open on the wing. Instead, Hawthorne goes up with it to the left, and his shot's blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be backy ball.
Yeah, Lacey going to check out, too. That's one of those things, Ajay. You saw it, too. Mensah's wide open for a shot. Instead, Lacey takes a really contested, tough kind of throw-up jumper. The other problem is, I think coming in tonight, Loyola had 1 block. I think they have 3 tonight against just Hawthorne.
So Alexis Mark checks back in. By the way, Quezada is now checked in for Hawthorne, as you mentioned, and Quezada now holds, is looking for help, so she's going to have to start a dribble. Now she's going to have to start a drive. She goes to the right side, off the glass, no. On the rebound is Marks, who's checked back in. This ball's nearly packed off by Randawa. Tipped out of bounds, it will remain Lions ball.
That's what I think Utah State needs there. Quezada had to pick up the dribble because she just couldn't find anybody. It didn't look like Utah State was moving a ton. Rendao there, she's been a spark at times for this team, and they could use some of that energy.
Allman on the dribble. Now gives to the top of the key to Clark. And now it's Allman. Allman holding on a right-handed dribble, goes to the lane, to off the right side, off the glass, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, and she steps out.
Coach Hard wanted it over the back on Clark, and I think
don't blame her.
I think it was definitely something to be considered. A little bit late on that whistle too. I think the coaching staff's about to lose it because I think Allman's foot was definitely out, which is what they called when she grabbed the rebound.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yes, sir.
Do you think we're going to get fined for how much you criticize the refs?
Look, I'm calling it right down the line.
I'm just trying to. I don't got a lot of money in my account, and we got this one. This is picked away. It's going to be fouled by Mensa. Oh boy, how many turnovers have we got now here, AJ? Is that number 6 or 5?
At the end of the quarter, they were only at 4. The problem is that Loyola had
5.
7. But the thing is, Ajay, those turnovers I think are more critical because they're right at the top of the key there.
Pass at the top of the key goes to Clark. Clark holds, now gives to Mark. Mark to the right side, now to the corner to Rodriguez for 3. No. Well, she got a good look.
Loyola's had a ton of good looks. The Utah State is getting lucky because they're not hitting them.
Left-handed dribble on Mensa. She hesitates, now goes to the hole. Off the glass, gets it to go. Counted in the foul. Mensa will go to complete the old three-point play the old-fashioned way.
That was a big one for Utah State. One, just to get some, get a bucket because the guards I think have struggled at times. We've seen it throughout the season thus far. Even tonight, they want to turn the corner, but even when they don't, I think Utah State as a whole kind of has an issue sometimes where they've already made up their mind, and when the defense cuts it off, they have trouble adjusting and saying, okay, this isn't going to work. Let's go to plan B.
23-20. Mensa at the line to complete the three-point play. That's not my fault.
I don't blame you.
That's not my fault.
I was quieter in the crowd, too.
Come on.
Free throw line, a point of emphasis tonight, and the keys to the game for Utah State.
Near side is Allman on the dribble. She'll hesitate and back it all the way up. Now to Johnson inside to Jones off the glass, and good. How did she get that through?
She rifled that one. She literally cocked it back and right under the basket.
The pass. Mensa to the top of the key. Straightaway 3. Back rim, no good. Ball fought for by Rendawa. She can't get there. Mensa now on the ground. She has the ball. Gets it to Quezada, and they'll reset the offense.
What a play by Mensa to not let that get tied up and get that out to another player.
Stafford, top of the key. Holds on the right-handed dribble. Now goes to the hole off the right side. Stops, pivot, spin left. Jumper, yes.
Whew. Whew, that was I don't know that foot didn't move, Ajay.
AJ, stop it.
It went. She tried to,
it looked great.
She about had it. I think she kept like her big toe down when she tried to stop that drag foot.
25-22. Loyola leads this one. From Allman to Rodriguez, back to Allman. Allman, right side now to Johnson. Inside to Jones, back to Johnson. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Bodies hit the ground. Mensa is on the ground while Jones is able to get her own rebound, put it back off the glass, and good.
That one hurts. There were 3 Utah State defenders that collapsed on that one, and for Loyola to come up with the board hurts.
Loyola up by 5 right now. Wickstrom goes around the world. Stop pop jumper is no good. Way off the glass, off to the right, and Allman with the rebound.
She got a wide open look. I think was surprised by how open she was. Put a little too much oomph into it.
Holding on the dribble is Jones. Now to Johnson. Top of the keys, Rodriguez. Rodriguez holds. Now gives it back to Johnson. Back to Rodriguez. Off the glass and good. Just a lot of motion, ball movement.
Utah State wants to switch, and Loyola forcing them to communicate well, and Utah State isn't effectively enough.
Dawa goes into the lane, is tripped up, throws up a wild one. We're going to see if they give her the 2 shots. They do. We do have a media timeout, and so we'll take it as well. We'll have subs coming back. We'll tell you who those subs are. It is currently 29-22. Lions lead it with 4:12 remaining. You're listening to Aggie Lady Basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
I'm an Aggie, and I protect the nation's water supply.
I'm an Aggie. I grow plants in space.
I'm an Aggie. I make the world earthquake resistant.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
We applaud their achievements, but they don't do it alone. We thank you for supporting the scholarships and programs that help these students pursue the impossible. You're an Aggie, and your giving matters.
the first half. Aggies just can't seem, I mean, defensively, is it the motioning that's really bothering, or is it the ball movement? Help me here.
It's both of those, because Utah State wants to switch. The problem is, if you watch, Utah State does not communicate effectively, and you'll see multiple times players will put hands on hips and say, no, you go. And so what is happening is either Loyola gets a mismatch down low with their big, Jones in particular, on like Mensah, or as we saw in that last one, Jones sits at the free throw line, gets a handoff to, I think it was Rodriguez, who goes unimpeded right to the basket. So the switch, Utah State's not communicating effectively, and Loyola's moving the ball so fast that Utah State can't keep up.
Loyola shooting 13 of 31 from the field, 41%. Aggies are 8 of 25 from the field, 32%, and they're 0 of 4 from 3. They also have 3-point shooting troubles at Cal, and it's biting them again, 29-22.
Here's a stat for you, Ajay. So Loyola is 3 for 12, 25%, which is their season average. How many of those 12 have been wide open? 10 of them?
Yep. Randall inbound from underneath the hoop, looking, gives to Stafford. Stafford back to Randall. Thinks about a three, goes into the lane, stops, goes to the left, off the glass, and good.
Beautiful move. She had a step on her defender and then pulled it back the other way. Watch her defender blow by her to get an easy layup.
Rodriguez onto the far side with the right-handed dribble. Now gives to Jones. Jones holds and hands off to Sykes. Sykes stops. It's back at Rodriguez. Straight away three. On the way. Good. Wow. 32-24. Biggest lead for Loyola so far. 3:48 remaining in the first half. Inside to Quezada. She loses it. And it's picked off by, let's see here. Picked off by, is that Gordon? It is Gordon. Gordon inside to Jones and gets it off the glass to go.
That turnover is, I think Randall put Quezada in a decent spot. She couldn't handle it there. Jones just goes right down the Broadway and is not picked up whatsoever. Easy layup for your big center.
Faltov has made her first appearance on the game. She takes a deep three in and out. Rodriguez with the rebound. That nearly went in.
We know what Faltav's in to do. She's going to crank him and stretch the defense.
Rodriguez steps back. She'll take a right wing three, and nope, no good.
You'll live with that one. That one wasn't open.
Faltov with the rebound. Right side is Randall. Randall holds, goes inside to Stafford. Wide open for a layup on the right side and good. And that then causes a timeout for Loyola. It's a 30. We'll keep it here, AJ.
Coach Hugh's not happy about that, and that's fair because Utah State, I think, has struggled to find consistent offense. So I think Coach Hugh's definitely going to take a timeout and ask what happened. So while that's good, Ajay, the thing that I think has been one of Utah State's bugaboos is it took an extra couple seconds to see Stafford wide open under the basket. Luckily, they made it work, but I think that's one of the things Utah State's still just feeling itself out offensively.
34-26. Loyola leads this with 3:03 remaining. And Loyola will inbound, and they'll have to cross the timeline to do so, so they'll do it on their own side of the court.
11 players with false left checking. It's usually the 11th player to see action already tonight for Utah State.
Bringing the ball across the timeline is Johnson. Johnson now gives to Jones. Jones hands off to Sykes off the right side, goes into the lane off the glass, can't get it to go. Jones with the rebound puts it in.
Jones just, sort of out-talled everyone there, but Utah State let her have that one. And again, Sykes went to the hoop unimpeded. Nobody was there.
Randall stops. Stafford top of the key. Gives inside back to Randall. Off the glass. Can't get it to go off the right side. And here is Gordon with the rebound. She'll give to Johnson. Johnson near side in front of us being guarded by Mendozona. Left side is Rodriguez. Inside is Jones. Right side is Johnson for three. On the way. Good.
Not going to be good if Loyola starts heating up from deep because Mendozona cheated down off of her to help double team on Jones, and Jones made a good pass there to get the open shooter a look.
Biggest lead for Loyola, and it's 39-26 with 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Quezada stops, fadeaway jumper is good. And it chops it down to an 11-point game, 2 minutes remaining.
She got a little bit of that Dirk jumper, that one-legged step back.
Yeah,
that's what that looked like.
I have one of those too.
I thought so.
Yes, I do. I just haven't shown anybody. Johnson on a dribble, high above the arc, straight away, being guarded by Mendozona, goes to the right side, off the, shot's blocked actually partially. Jones with the rebound, straight away is Rodriguez for three, oh no. And, front rim, no good.
Again, on the season, Loyola's 25%, but Utah State really testing that because a lot of these looks are wide open.
They are just 3-12 from three, that's incredible. Mendozona off the right side, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, bumps into Quezada, her next putback jumper is no good. Rebound by
Rodriguez.
Yep. And it's Gordon on the rebound, it's Jones on the rebound, Gordon on the outlet pass. And she's going to reset. Randall guarding Gordon. on a screen from Jones from the left. Now it's a roll from Jones off the glass. Can't get it to go, and she's fouled.
See again there, Ajay. They tried to trap it. Jones runs unimpeded to the hoop, and then Quezada has to run over there and just try and do something. And already at that point, Jones is inside the restricted circle.
So now at the line, we got subs again. I believe Clark's going to come in for Jones.
Jones has had a heck of a game.
Nope, sorry, not Jones. I apologize. Jones is still in the game. We got...
Oh, I think no. Well, as I say, is Clark going to check in when Jones?
I believe so.
Hits the shot. As I say, Jones has just been a problem tonight for Utah State.
It's good. Jones on the night. I mean, it's more not what she's doing on the stat sheet, but what she's doing defensively and offensively, like passes. Defensively, she's blocked a couple shots.
I'm glad you said passes first, because it's one of the best things she has done is she's moved the ball very well.
Second one is good. And now it's a 41-28 game with 1:07 left. We'll see if the Aggies can chop this down. Hopefully get it to within 9 by the end of the half. Might be tough to ask for. Faith is going to check in. She has to dribble. Now gives to Stafford top of the key. She'll hand off to Randawa. Randawa to the left side on a left-handed dribble. Inside on the backdoor cut to Falls. If we lose control, gets it back, and her pass to Faith is picked off by Rodriguez. Rodriguez runs to the left side on a bounce pass to Clark, who can't get it to go. Actually, that's not Clark. I apologize.
Mark.
That was Mark. Left side.
Same thing.
Yeah. Tomato. Right side is Brinley way above the arc. 38 seconds remaining on the game clock. 18-second differential to the play clock. Stafford stuck inside the key. Off the glass. Left side and good. Nope. Got to travel.
That one's, I don't think, on Hawthorne, Lacey's fault. Stafford ran down, and they just bunched them both together, and I think Lacey just all of a sudden had two defenders standing right there. I think just the offense was not in the right spots on that one.
So 27, now about a second and a half differential on the game and shot clock. And Loyola is looking to take their biggest lead of the game. They right now lead by 13. Faith guarding Johnson. Johnson on a careful, cautious left-handed dribble. 10 on the shot clock. 9, 8. Left side is Mark. Inside to Clark. Jumper, turnaround, good.
That's just good shot. Stafford had good position, had both her hands up.
Faith has got a hucket from about 45. Off the glass and no good. And that's how the half ends. And Loyola takes her biggest lead of the game at 43-28 to end this half. Woo.
Loyola comes in averaging 55 points a game, FYI.
Well, they're right now going to hit that well above that here as of right now, unless the Aggies can do something to stop it. 43-28, Loyola leads this one. We'll take a break. Coming back, we'll get you stats, and we'll also take a look around the Utah State Athletic page. It's all coming up here on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
Staker Parson Companies has built a preferred source for sand, rock, and landscape products, ready-mix concrete, asphalt, paving, and construction services in your community for over 65 years. From the parks you play in to the roads you drive on, you can count on the Staker Parson team to deliver quality products and projects safely, timely, and efficiently.
For more information or career opportunities, visit stakerparson.com.
Might have a new play-by-play guy by the end of the week. Congrats to them. All right, Lady Aggies trail at 43-28. Let's talk about those keys to the game. Let's revisit them. AJ, what do you got?
I don't know how to make players do this, but just focus or play better. Utah State has just been frantic. They've been sloppy with passes. They've not been crisp. They've not communicated well. And that's, I think, the source of a lot of their issues. They've been sloppy with the ball, which has caused turnovers. They've not communicated on defense, which has let Loyola get good shots. Find a way to get some outside shooting as well. Utah State on the season has shot fairly well from deep. Tonight they're 0 of 5. Just haven't got a lot up, and I think it's just because the offense has just been so discombobulated.
All right, see if the Aggies can have a better half and clean up some things on their end and try to make this a game. Hey, do you have, if you're Utah State, do you have like a goal of where you want to be at by the end of the third quarter in regards to this deficit?
So you got 10 minutes, right? I don't know, 7 or 8.
Okay.
would feel pretty good because they're
Okay.
down 15, so cut it in half.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about that.
All right. See if the Aggies can do that. I'm expecting the same starters to come back onto the court that we had at the start of the game. It was, I believe, Wickstrom was starting, right?
Yeah, the starting lineup for the game was Wickstrom, Hawthorne, Stafford, Mensa, and Randawa.
So I would imagine we'll see something similar to that. Let's see if they can start chipping into this thing.
To the point, look, not jinxing, just stating facts. Utah State has trailed in all 3 games this season. They're 2-1 in those games.
See if they can make it 3-1 here then.
Last time we were in the Spectrum, they started out down 14 in the first quarter.
Loyola will come out in their black jerseys, black shorts, red numerals, red lettering, and when to start, we will have, I believe, Sykes.
No Jones, which is
Nope, yeah, I was
interesting.
going to say, I was just looking for Jones, and she's not out there. It's kind of impressive. Johnson's out there. Rodriguez is out there. Almond is out there. And is it Mark or is it Clark? It's Mark.
Yes, Mark. It's 34.
Dude, I'm telling
no,
you.
I'm explaining to people. 34 Clark, 35 Mark, just so the hosts understand what Audrey's confusion is. Surprise, not Jones. She was really effective for them in the first half.
Hawthorne, Stafford, and Mensa, Wickstrom, Randawa for the Aggies. Mensa starts with the ball, gives to Stafford on the right wing. Stafford going to left to right on your radio dial of the Aggies. Randawa, step back dribble. Jumper is good.
Need to get her going. Randawa, when she's scoring, provides a little bit of edge that this Utah State team could use.
Allman with a dribble, now gives to Mark. Mark holds on the fake handoff, now looks to the left side, and it's Johnson. Johnson on a double team there, he's stripped away from Mensa. Instead of Corrales, he gives to Sykes. Sykes inside to Mark. Mark goes to work on the left, spins, nothing there. Wide open 3 is going to be passed up by Allman. He throws the ball right off of Mark's face.
She was not ready for that. That looked like it hurt.
Usually see it happen in 2K, but nothing else. Wickstrom on a nice pass to Lacey, who can't put it up, but Wickstrom gets the rebound. Wickstrom now sets to Randawa, who resets the offense at the instruction of Coach Kayla Ard. Looking to go 3-1 on the season. They got some work to do. They trail by 13 with 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Randawa on a step-back dribble, trying to go to work. Shakes, fakes, spins to the left, step-back dribble from the free throw line. Got it to go.
I think the offense right now is Randawa. Let's see what you could create. Worth noting, we'll see what Loyola does in this offensive possession. Utah State got so confused. They left a lot of Loyola players open. They just did not take advantage.
Randawa's got 9. Here's Allman on the right side. On the double, she gives to Mark. Mark loses control of the ball. Corral and give it back to Johnson for 3. No good. Way flat to the right side of the backboard. Wickstrom corrals the rebound and will take the dribble, and she'll dribble across timeline with Sykes harassing her. Now gives a pass to Mensa right in front of us on the right wing. She'll step back. 3 ball on the way. Back rim, no good. Tough shot. Ball rebounded by Johnson, and here comes the Lions. Johnson, right side. Bounce pass into Mark. She can't corral it. She's going to fall out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
Loyola doing the Aggies are solid. They have come out, and they are just not buttoned in as tight. And Utah State is taking advantage of it because they continue to kind of get loose with the ball here on the Marymount side.
Clark checks in for Mark.
Got her.
Again, tender mercies for the broadcasters here tonight. We appreciate that. Mensa on a left-handed dribble is being guarded by Allman. She'll spin to the left, stop, now look for Stafford and find her at the top of the key. Stafford, free throw line pass to Lacey. Lacey spins left, off the glass, can't get it go, too strong. Ball bounces off a foot of a line, and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
Again, Loyola apparently needed to cover in this one, so they're going to let Utah State get back in this one because they are not handling the ball well.
I think we can say that on the air. Well, it's fun while it lasted, kids.
On that last one, Lacey had a really good move. She fell away from the hoop as opposed to leaning in. I think she would have had an easy layup.
Left side is Mensa. Looks at Randawa, goes to Stafford and throws it away.
I think a little quick on that one. Stafford wasn't ready for it yet.
All right, so it goes back to the Lions. A little bit turnover happy here to start the half, may we say?
Smidge. Full man-to-man full court press here. Start now. Utah State backs off.
Clark will give to Allman, who stands to the top of the logo. 43-32. Loyola leads it with about 7.5 remaining in the third. Rodriguez looks inside, nothing there at Clark, so goes to the left side to Johnson. Now inside to Clark, off the glass and good.
Nice play by Clark there. Pinned Lacey on her back hip. She just had nothing but the hoop in front of her.
Mensa on a left-handed dribble. Loyola leads it by 13. Mensa's on the ground now. She's got to cover. Maybe call timeout. Nope, we got a jump ball. And it's going to go back to Loyola.
I I think that just encapsulates how Utah State's played. I think nobody really set themselves open. They frantically kind of scrambled that way, and I think you saw Mensah just kind of give up on that one. And I think just out of frustration from her team not helping her out.
Faith and Emmy check in. Wickstrom and Mensah check out. Aggies.
Much better energy for Utah State.
We got a media timeout, and we'll take it as well. 47-38, Loyola leads this one with just under 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. You're listening to Lady Aggie Basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield. Top of the key to Jones. Jones holds. Will hand off to Allman. Allman off the screen. Wants to go to the right side. No, stops. Goes to the left. Being guarded by Lacey. Lacey arms straight up. Now it's Jones. And now it's Johnson. Johnson stops, thinks about a three, gives to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, hesitation, spins left, goes right, off the jumper, fade away, no good. Ball tips around and corralled by Emmy. Emmy, near side is Randawa. Randawa with a right-handed dribble, goes into the lane, stops, nearly has it taken away. On her knees, gets a pass to Emmy. Left corner is three for Brantley. Got it!
Big shot there. Emmy Harris, when she is in, makes veteran plays, and that was a great one. Randawa dribbled herself into trouble. Emmy with a quick move to get Faith a wide open in rhythm three.
4-point game for the Loyola Marymount Lions. Here is Jones. Jones straight up. Johnson thinks about a three. Pump fakes. Goes to the lane. Kick out past Rodriguez to the right corner. Good closeout by Brantley. She'll stop. Go to the hole. Now giving the side to Jones. Jones hits the underside of the backboard. Gets it back, bounce pass to the corner to Sykes. Sykes drives the lane left to right, gives it Jones, inside to Johnson. Johnson's hook shot's no good, gets her own rebound, goes back up into the paint, she's fouled.
Disagree with that one. Utah State doing a much better job. They're doing a little bit of 2-3 zone, but kind of morphing it at different times. Loyola moving the ball just as fast as they were in the first half. The problem is nobody's wide open.
Checking into the game for Loyola is Gordon. Looking for the other one. Is that Clark as well, or is it Mark? Mark is checked
Clark.
in.
I got you, Mark. Mark's in.
Johnson at the line misses the first. A 47-43 game. 9-0 run for the Aggies over the last 221. They're 4 of their last 4. Loyola is over their last 5, 1 of their last 8 in the scoring drought of 247. Second, up, and good. 48-43 ends a 9-0 run for the Aggies.
Utah State has done it defensively, I think, buttoning down on Loyola.
Stafford on a roll pass off the glass, got it to go!
What a bounce. What a play by Stafford. I just want to reiterate how tough that was. Faith had to drop that between two defenders into Stafford, who then had to go up through contact and get the friendly roll to drop it in.
They're going to count the bucket. Foul's going to be on Jones, so Stafford will go to the line for one. In a 48-45 game for Loyola with 3:16 remaining.
I think Coach Hart giving Loyola he's right. Good
Did
call.
you make it?
Yeah, she did.
I couldn't tell.
No, it's fine. I think Coach Hart is giving Loyola a little bit of their own medicine. They're coming down and just running the offense quick so Loyola can't double team or adjust to it.
It's a 12-1 run. Stolen by Randawa. She's on the right side. One gal to beat. Goes to the hole. Right side off the glass. Can't get it to go. Charge. Wow. Oh,
I don't know.
Johnson takes the charge, and we're going the other way. Oh, and she's moving. And she might have flopped.
I'm going to be honest. I just think that's a no call. Randawa, I think, breaks for contact that didn't really come. The problem is on that one, look, I like Randawa making plays. She had Emmy Harris trailing there with her. You got to draw the defender and drop that one off.
12-1 run for the Aggies still. 5 of their last 5. Johnson stuck, needs help. Gives to Allman, left of the wing, way above the arc. Allman, skip pass to Gordon, is knocked away by Faith, and it'll remain Loyola ball.
I just want to point out, because someone we've been watching, she's a senior captain, the defense has been much better since Emmy Harris has been in the game. She just seems to be everywhere. She forced the ball out of that one. She trapped on that one and made an errant pass that Faith was tipped, unable to corral, but a big defensive play still.
Allman's got to inbound the ball, and she does to Johnson, who's able to corral it just before it crosses timeline. Good footwork by her. Johnson's going to come up, being guarded by Stafford. Johnson looks to Jones. Jones on the free throw line. Goes to the right side, off the glass, got the foul call. Oh. And it's going to go to the line. Shooting 2 is Jones.
Hawthorne picked that one up on the reach. That's something Utah State has struggled to adjust, is on their switching game is what inevitably happens is a guard ends up down on Jones, and that is a huge mismatch in Loyola's favor.
So Jones is going to go to the line to shoot 2. She is currently 2-2 at the free throw line. So she is going to make both of these free throws, as we'll see here.
Worth noted going into the herd here in the second half as well.
First one's up, and no good. You're welcome.
Way to go, Ajay.
48-46, Lions lead it with 2:41 remaining in the third. AJ wanted to see him get it down to 8. They've got it down to 2 after a 15-point deficit to trail at half. Second one from Jones. She bends, extends, releases, and got it.
You'll take one for 2 trips.
Absolutely, anytime. Here's Faith, running the court, crossing timeline, now being guarded by Johnson. She'll stop on a hesitation dribble, now give inside to Lacey. Lacey looks, fronts her gal, now goes to the left lane, spins off the glass and good.
Great hesitation move by Lacey there. She froze Jones on that one and gave her the space to turn around and drop that one off the glass.
Almond on a left-handed dribble, being doubled, needs help, loses control of the ball, gets it back, gives it Jones, backdoor pass to Clark, off the glass and good. That's Mark, excuse me.
That was good hesitation by Mark. I think they missed the double on that one,
That's what
Ajay.
I thought too. We're such biased announcers, by the way.
Oh, no, I'm calling it. I think that was a...
Lacey straightaway 3 off the glass. That's flat and no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Jones, and she'll give to Almond. Almond on the right side goes to the hole. Bounce pass to Mark off the glass, can't finish, and Emmy gets the rebound. Emmy comes to the near side. She has Rendawa to outlet 2. Instead, Emmy will cross the timeline by herself on a dribble and reset with the offense on the direction of Coach Kayla Ard. 51-48, Loyola leads it with 1:40 remaining in the third. Brantley on a right-handed dribble, goes to the lane off to the right side. Off the glass, can't get it to finish. Lacey fights for the rebound. It's going to be off Loyola and back to the Aggies. About 20 on the shot clock.
That's big hustle there by Lacey because her presence alone forced it so Jones couldn't get the rebound, so a guard had to come down and they knocked the ball out off of Loyola.
Jones and Gordon come out, and Mark and Clark are on the court. Why? Just come on.
Lacey checks out Quezada, her first action here in the second half.
For the love. Randawa checks or inbounds the pass to Stafford, back to Randawa on a behind-the-back dribble. Left wing 3, step back way short. Didn't follow her own miss, and so it bounces into the hands of Clark. Clark to the hole, right to left. Gives to Mark. That ball's tipped away and stolen by Quezada. Gives to Faith. 1:15 remaining on the third quarter game clock. Aggies trail by 3. Faith steps back inside of the arc. Third jumper is good.
She was wide open. She was waiting for the defender there that came off the screen to step to her. She didn't take advantage of a wide open jump shot.
1 minute remaining, now to a 1-point game. Closest the Aggies have been so far. Here is Clark. Clark stops, dribbles, spins to the left. Jumper is all around the rim and no good. Ball fought for, we got a foul. It's going to be on 35. Is that Mark or Clark? That's Mark.
That's Mark. Problem is they're both post players, so they're both next to each other.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse. Like, come on.
That one also, the Utah State got a little bit of a friendly roll. Ajay, get your umbrella out.
Brindley's checking in. AJ's the biggest fan of Brindley Falls. As Randawa checks out. Randawa's played great minutes.
Kinley Falls.
Oh, Kinley, sorry.
Yeah, Randawa has. I think she...
Brindley, Kinley, come on.
They kind of went away from her after she kind of jump-started that run to start the third quarter, and I think she kind of cooled off a little bit, but as a whole,
Stafford's handoff to Faith is stolen, and here comes Almond. Almond to the top of the key, 33 on the game clock. Inside to Mark. Mark is bumped. She's going to give it back out set to Almond. Top of the arc, way above the arc. Now to Mark. Mark looks inside to the left to Sykes. Sykes, bounce dribble is going to be stolen away from Emmy, who saves it to the kitty corner of the far side of the court. Now give to Faith with 14 on the game clock. They'll play for one shot. Aggies are down by 1, 10. 9. Faith still on a dribble way above the arc. 7, 6. Got to go to work, my friend. Faith has got to get going. 4, 3. Faith to the hole. Goes off the glass. Can't get it to go, and that's how we'll go to the fourth quarter. And Loyola leads it 51-50.
They cut in that one on that last possession, by the way. I think Faith lost control of her dribble because I think if she drops that one off to Quezada, she had a pretty good look.
51-50, Loyola leads it. We go to the fourth. And the Aggies have cut into a 15-point deficit. Can they finish the job? We'll find out. Going into the fourth quarter, you're listening to Lady Aggie Basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
I'm an Aggie. I grow plants in space.
I'm an Aggie. I make the world earthquake resistant.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
We applaud their achievements, but they don't do it alone. We thank you for supporting the scholarships and programs that help these students pursue the impossible. You're an Aggie, and your giving matters.
Aggie Nation, Coach Blake Anderson here. When I'm shopping for my home team, I choose Fisher Home Furnishings right here in Cache Valley.
Here at Fisher Home Furnishings, we offer the largest selection of home furnishings for anyone in Cache Valley. Furniture, floor covering, and appliances. We offer great brand names like Bassett, Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Bernhardt. All of your fine home furnishings here in one-stop shop. Plus, we do a great custom order business. Stop in, pick out your style of your sofa. We can have it custom built from any of our fine furniture manufacturers. And if you want it today, we stock more furniture than anyone else in Cache Valley. If you want to pick it up, same day pickup, or schedule one of our professional delivery services, we'll bring it to your home, set it up, and professionally install it. Shop only at Fisher Home Furnishings or FisherHF.com.
Fisher Home Furnishings is owned by proud Aggie alumni. Go Aggies!
Lions lead at 51-50. Can the Aggies take their first lead of the game here on this possession? Faith will be on the court along with Stafford, Falsif, Harris, and Quezada. Faith to Quezada at the free throw line. She'll go to the right side, off the glass, got it to go, and the Aggies take the lead. Coach R with a fist pump in approval.
That's one of the biggest things when you have to come back from a big deficit. One of the toughest things to do is actually cross over. It's huge mentally to take the lead.
Rodriguez inside to side. She can't handle the pass. She was all alone. She looked to shoot before she caught it.
Loyola has not come out of the second half nearly as buttoned up. They turned the ball over a ton to start, which gave Utah State, I think, a little bit of momentum, and now I think they're definitely feeling it, blowing the 15-point lead.
52-51, Aggies with their first lead of the game, 9.5 remaining in the fourth. Brindley, deep three, Kinley, deep three, off the glass, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson comes to the left side of the court. Johnson inside to Clark, who bounced off her leg. Johnson nearly saves it. Ball's loose. Stafford corrals it. Stafford gives to Faith. Here come the Aggies. Now it's left side. It's Emmy. Emmy on a screen from Quezada. Now from Stanford. Emmy gives to Falsif. Falsif looking inside to Stafford. Gets it to her, who's at the free throw line. Stafford goes to the right side. Off the glass. Nope. Air ball. No good on the shot. And here comes Sykes and the Lions.
Stafford had a big mismatch there on Rodriguez, and instead of backing her down, went away from the basket.
Johnson. Left side to Rodriguez, now inside to Clark. Clark spins left, bumped by Stafford, who's there to meet her. Johnson corrals it just before it crosses timeline. 14 on the shot clock.
Stafford, I think, stepped on a foot. She's limping.
Here's Johnson, stops. She get a jump pass. Finds Mark, who's going to be fouled going to the hole. You're right, Stafford is limping. She's going to get a sub from Lacey here.
I don't know if Stafford either stepped on it, but they might have bumped knees too because she was in on that first collision. She's in some pain.
Yeah, she's going to limp off here. The trainer will sit and talk with her. Meanwhile, Mark is going to go to the line to shoot two on the night. She has not shot a free throw yet.
A smart play there by Johnson. She dropped it off to Mark, who went at Stafford, and you hate to see it, but she was not moving quickly, and Stafford picked up the foul.
First of the two, nope, strong.
Loyola has done everything they can in the second half to give Utah State any chance. They can't hold on the ball. They have really struggled from the free throw line.
Second and two at the line is good. 52 all, 8:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Faith crosses timeline on the dribble, now gives to Lacey. Lacey now gives to Emmy on a handoff. Motion offense from the Aggies. Left side is Faith. Three ball on the way. Good! Faith from deep, and it's a three-point lead for the Aggies, 55-52.
Another big assist from Emmy Harris, who didn't start the second half but hasn't sat since she came in.
Sykes on a handoff to Rodriguez is tipped out of bounds by the Aggies. We're going to say it's going to be Lions ball.
Yeah, it was close. Brindley, it messed me up. False slipping on the
Don't blame me for your mistakes.
I blame you.
Randau's going to check in. Emmy's going to check out. Emmy had some good minutes there.
Two huge assists to Faith for two big three-pointers.
Absolutely. Going to be Johnson to inbound. Johnson looks. Jones pops out. There's nothing there, so it's Rodriguez instead. She thinks about a left wing three, instead goes to Jones. Jones holds. Now it's Johnson, left corner. Looking inside for Marks, not there. Going to drive to the hole. Off the glass, can't get it to go, but she'll shoot two. Foul's going to be on, is it Randawa?
False left.
Nope, it's going to be false left.
False left gave her a bump.
First.
Be interesting to see how Utah State handles this. Again, Emmy didn't start the second half, but she played, I think, most of the third quarter. And again, her being in the lineup seems to have like a calming presence on Utah State. It'll be interesting to see how Utah State handles this now with her checking out.
Mendozona checks in. Johnson at the line hits the first. 55-53, 7:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Aggies trailed by 15 at the half. Came roaring back since. Johnson, second of two. It's good. I tried.
I got you.
Faith on a dribble on a 1-point lead for the Aggies. Faith goes to the hole. To the corner is picked off, intended for Randhawa. Picked off by Rodriguez. She'll dribble to the far side. Inside pass to Jones. She'll go to the hole. She's fouled by Mendozona.
That's just what transition offense does for you. Ajay Jones was just going right down Broadway. Nobody was there, and Mendozona did all she could and ended up fouling her as she tried to go for the layup.
Jones is 3 of 4 at the line.
Made all that effort and energy to come back. Interesting to see now how does Utah State weathered it, holding on to the lead.
I'm going to hand it to Rapper here. Thank you, Rodriguez.
How dare you hobnob with the enemy player?
Hey, just trying to be a...
By the way, great catch.
That's a bad handoff. Jones made the first. Second to take the lead is... Nope. Strong. We got a lane violation. It is on Lions, so it's going to go to the Aggies anyways.
You always hate those because
you and I thought the same thing there.
They're very rarely called, so you always hate those.
Yep, absolutely. Mensah's going to check in, and I believe she'll probably do so for either Faith or Mendozona, would be my guess. Faith is going to cross timeline. She's played some really good minutes as well for the Aggies here for Coach Ard. On a dribble with the right hand, being guarded by Johnson. Now it's Hawthorne. Hawthorne to the left side. Off the glass, too strong, no good. We got a foul, and it's going to be on Jones.
I think Lacey in the second half
Jones second.
Lacey in the second half has made a nice adjustment. She was, I think, very frantic in the first half, and she's still using her speed, but I think what she's doing is moving quick enough so that Jones can't set up because Jones obviously can out-physical her.
So Lacey at the line. She's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 3 dribbles, bends, extends, releases, and oh, shoot. Shh. By the way, Mensah's still waiting to check in. Is it shooter?
Interesting.
Nope, we won't know because she missed both, but she gets her own rebound, tip back to her. Now gives Randhawa. She'll take a right wing 3. No, front rim. Lacey with another rebound. Off the glass. No, too strong. And ball goes to Rodriguez. Here come the Lions. Rodriguez corrals it, steps on the line. We're going the other way. Oh, she might have been bumped too.
She
by the way.
was bumped. I was waiting to see if Coach Hughes was going to say anything. I think Faith definitely gave her a bump, but you'll take the turnover for Utah State. Quezada big on that free throw that she forced the initial first offensive rebound. Utah State comes up empty, but you still like to see the effort here in the fourth quarter.
We're tied at 55. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Good one so far. Mensah nearly stripped away from Johnson. It's going to go out of bounds and go back to the Lions.
Those ones are killer, Ajay. Utah State did a much better job here in the second half, just getting up, just have your pocket picked basically at the three-point line.
Inbound to Johnson. This game's tied up at 55. 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Johnson being guarded by Mendozona. Johnson passes tip to Mark, but it gets there. Inside to Jones. Jones off the glass and good. They got the lead back.
They just went back to it. Jones has been solid. She hasn't lit up the stat sheet, but she has been effective in so many other ways. And there they need a crucial bucket, and she gets an easy layup.
She's got 12 on the night, 4-5 from the field. Randhawa on a dribble from right to left. Stops, spins right. Jumper is good.
I'm not sure she didn't get hit on the elbow, but that was a great shot regardless.
Tied at 57, 6.5 remaining. Long outlet pass goes off of Mark's hands. It's going to go back to the Aggies.
Nice play there by Mensah to get a hand on that as well. That double deflection.
Tied at 57, 6:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mensah near side being guarded by Johnson. Mensah holds, now looks for Quezada. Quezada to Mendozona on a handoff. Back to Mensah. Mensah near side, inside the arc, gives to Randhawa. Randhawa stops, pump fakes, goes to the right side, off the glass, and no good. Lacey fights for a rebound, but it goes to Johnson of the Lions. Here come the Lions. She doesn't got numbers, so Johnson will hold up. Look inside for Mark, gets it to her. Mark goes to the hole. Shimmies left, goes right off the rim, and good.
That was a great post move. She shimmied left, and Lacey went right with her. She came back right and was able to drop that one in.
59-57, just under 6 remaining in the fourth. Lacey goes to the left side. Lacey drives to the hole. Got a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul, and Lacey will go to the line.
Sykes had a not happy look on her face, but I think she was well in the restricted circle. Again, Ajay, on that one, Lacey is moving as she catches the ball, and I think that's the big thing that she has had done a better job of in the second half against Jones is using the speed and the movement to not let her set up.
Wickstrom checks in. Mensah checks out.
Oh, and your favorite, Clark, checked in for Jones. So Clark and Mark out there. Lacey at the line right now.
I'm not allowed to talk.
Ugh.
She missed it.
Free throw's not kind here to Lacey. I think, what, 3 of her last 3 here with another one coming?
Way short. In fact, air balls the free throw. Tough night at the line for Hawthorne.
That, I think, just means she's in her head. With Wickstrom checking back in, Ajay, we've got this 1-2-2 press again from Utah State.
See how LMU handles it. Up by 2, 59-57. Those free throw misses were huge. Rodriguez to Johnson, back to Rodriguez. Now cross-court pass gives to Sykes, who's fouled hard by Lacey. No need to do it.
Yeah, that one, I don't know if that was a frustration foul, but Lacey just kind of lowered her shoulder. Tried to sort of cut her off, but I think really just lowered her shoulder, and that was kind of a silly foul. She's going to come out. Stafford's going to come back in, which is a good sign. Hawthorne
has 7 points. She's 1 of 6 at the line, 3-11 from the field, but she does have 7 boards. Oh, that was her 3rd foul. Mark to Clark. Clark holds, now gives to Johnson, back into Clark. Ball's tipped away by Randawa. Fight on the floor, Randawa wins the battle. Randawa gives to Mendozona. Mendozona comes to across the court. Holds with the right-handed dribble, stops in the lane, gives inside to Quezada. Quezada being doubled, goes up with it. It's blocked by Clark. How to force that one.
Yeah, that one was rushed.
Johnson with the Lions leading by 2 and 5:15 remaining. Johnson, cross-court pass, 3 ball on the way. Good, that is a killer.
They have not made too many of them, but they have been some big ones, and that one from Rodriguez hurts because it puts the lead back up to 5.
Rodriguez has 11. In fact, Sykes has 10. Rodriguez 11, Johnson 10, Clark 10. And Kayla Ard needs to take a timeout, and it's going to be a full, and we'll take it as well. It is 62-57. Lion leads this wing with 5 minutes on the dot remaining here in the 4th. See if the Aggies can make a comeback here. You're listening to Lady Aggie Basketball on the Aggie Sports.
I'm an Aggie, and I protect the nation's water supply.
I'm an Aggie. I grow plants in space.
I'm an Aggie. I make the world earthquake resistant.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
We applaud their achievements, but they don't do it alone. We thank you for supporting the scholarships and programs that help these students pursue the impossible. You're an Aggie, and your giving matters.
I'm an Aggie.
Great game as well. Loyola Marymount leads this one 62-57 with 5 minutes on the dot remaining.
And I just want to self-pat on the back here.
Go ahead.
We went into timeout there. Ajay and I were talking about this last 5 minutes, and we're talking about how Emmy Harris 100% needs to come back in. She's plus 18. That's by far the highest in the game. And I think Coach Ard heard that after the timeout and said, you know what, you're right. Emmy and I think Faith is set to check in here when we break this huddle.
You might see these ones. Whoever's in this lineup might be playing the rest of the night, to be very honest with you.
I think you're right.
Mendozona, Stafford, Wick. Nope, just kidding. Is Faith checking in? Because I saw her check in.
We're going to wait. And smack the table. Yeah, she's in.
Yep, so it's Faith, Stafford, Emmy, Quezada, and Randawa. Sykes, Rodriguez, Johnson, Clark, Mark for the Lions. Randawa's going to inbound right in front of us. Gives to Quezada on a handoff to Randawa to the right side. Randawa loses the dribble. Quezada gets it back. Goes to the hoop. Gives to Emmy. Emmy to Stafford. Stafford pump fakes a 3 to Emmy. Left corner 3. Please get in. Nope, air ball. And Quezada fights for the board, and it's going to go to Sykes. Sykes wants to run. Now gives to Clark. Clark will hold.
Tough shot for Emmy there. I don't think she shot this evening yet. She's done a good job assisting and playing defense, kind of coming in cold.
Quezada nearly strips the ball away from Johnson. Her pass is then stolen by Randawa. Randawa's got Emmy to the right. Goes to Emmy. Emmy off the can't get it to go, and it's going to be blocked, and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
Fans not happy about that, but I think that was a
That's a clean block. Well,
wait
hold
a minute.
on. What do we got a timeout. We gonna review it? I don't know what. Someone took a timeout. Maybe. I'm not sure what we're looking at here.
I'm confused what the call is. From my perspective, I thought it was a clean block against Harris. Good look by Randhawa to get her. It was just a good adjustment. I think it was.
They keep raising their fists in the air. Do you know what that means?
No idea.
Me neither. I gotta look in the ref
now.
Oh,
coach making sure Art don't pick up a tee here.
No, she might be asking for a review about the foul.
Coach
Art, though, is not happy.
Coach Schaaf, did I say his last name, AJ?
Coach John Scaife.
Scaife, excuse me. Coach Scaife stepped in between the ref there and Coach Art and gave her a pat on the side. Say, hey, hold on, Coach. We don't need you going anywhere. Let's not give him any freebies. I guess, I don't know if we're getting a review. We're definitely getting a discussion. So just let's recap here, AJ. So Randhawa gets the steal. We get a 3-on-1 for Utah State. She drops it off to Emmy Harris, who goes up. And I believe it was Clark on the block. Looked clean to me, and I thought that was the initial call, but it looked like the ref back here at half court signaled something else.
So if anything, Aggies are going to get the ball back. They trail by 5, 62-57, with 4:28 remaining. Aggies are over their last 4, one of their last 7, and in a scoring drought at the incredibly wrong time of 2:08.
Utah State was down 15 at half, worth noting. They stormed back to take the first lead in the third.
And then Lions responded with a run of their own and have taken lead back, and now they lead it by 5.
So it looks like it'll be side out of bounds.
So all that discussion for nothing. By the way, it was a media timeout, so they took it. So no foul, out of bounds, and Randhawa will inbound. Looking, and gives to Faith. Faith in the corner. Will reset the offense with a dribble with the right hand. Now gives to Stafford. Stafford looks inside to Quezada. Quezada gets it. Pump fakes. Jumper off the glass. Too strong. Quezada tips it. And it goes to Clark.
That was a little forced.
Johnson off the glass. Can't get it to go. We got a charge. That might be a makeup call. Faith takes it.
That was a huge one. Some of the contact tonight, the players I think are bracing for it initially, and I think it's made it tough for the refs. I'm not necessarily sure you're wrong on the makeup call, AJ. Either way, you'll take it if you're Utah State because it's a Loyola turnover.
All right, time for the Aggies to get a bucket here. We trail by 5, 62-57, 4 minutes on the game clock here in the fourth. Quezada holds. Now gives to Faith. Right wing 3, front rim no good. Ball tipped around off of Stafford's hands. Now goes to Randhawa. Randhawa skip past to Stafford. Stafford holds. Looks at Quezada. Quezada says, no, not here, not now. Stafford on a dribble to the baseline from left to right. And does she step out? She does.
Utah State has said they don't agree, and that's the side the bench is on.
So the Lions will get the ball back. Oh, Utah State in this 3-minute scoring drought at the incredibly wrong time. 3:40 remaining, and Lions lead up by 5. Johnson to Mark, inside to Clark. Back to Johnson. Thinks about a straightaway 3. Had the space to do it, instead takes a dribble inside the arc. Now to Rodriguez. Back to Johnson. Thinks about a left wing 3, instead goes to the arc. Nice pass inside to Sykes. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Ball tipped around. Johnson gets a rebound, but bounces it off of Stafford's knee. Corralled by the Aggies. Emmy to the right side. Emmy on a screen from Quezada from Stanford. Emmy to Randhawa. Left wing 3, no good. Ball tipped and rebounded by Sykes.
That was a good look. Emmy handed off to Randhawa and then set the screen. Faith going to pick up the foul there. A little bit too physical trying to knock that one away. It was a solid look. Randhawa got screened off by Emmy. Just could not get that one to go. It just rimmed around.
That is, let's see here. They go into the line. They are. Utah State's got 5 fouls. So that's going to be 2 shots. I don't think there. No, it's a 1-and-1, I believe. Because I don't think there is 2 shots. Quezada's going to check out. Lacey's going to check in. Here at the 3:03 mark.
Utah State needs a bucket in the worst way.
Absolutely. Sykes at the line. First one is up and good. It's a 6-point game. Aggies are over their last 7 and won their last 10. They're in a 3.5-minute scoring drought. And Lions are on a 6-0 run over the last 3 minutes. The second one is good. It's a 7-point game. They need a bucket here. Do the Aggies. Faith to Stafford. Stafford to Randhawa. Randhawa Resets with Sykes guarding her. On a screen from Stafford as she wants it, and Randhawa waves her off. Randhawa to the top of the key. On a dribble steal with the left hand. Stops, spins right, forces her way into the action. A lot of contact, no call. Got a jump ball. It's going to go to the Lions.
Randhawa forced out. She says, my bad, to the bench. I think there's a little bit of confusion on that one too, Ajay, because Lacey initially came to screen, but I think they wanted the match that was on Stafford, so it just kind of seemed like they were out of sorts a little bit on that possession.
2.5 remaining. If the Aggies want any chance to get back in this one, they got to get a stop here. Down by 7, 64-57. Johnson holds. Left corner is Sykes. She'll drive to the lane. Inside pass to Clark, who gets it to go.
That's how Loyola started it, and that was just a great setup there as they took advantage of Utah State being aggressive, trying to force something to happen.
Faith on a dribble, right wing to Stafford. Stafford directing traffic. Now dribbles to the left corner, looking for Lacey, not there, and finally gets her. Now it's going to reset to the Randhawa. Randhawa with 2 minutes on the game clock. The Aggies got to get moving here. They're down by 9. Randhawa goes to the hole to the left side, spins right. Her shot is way off the arc, no good. And it's going to bounce out of bounds and remain the Aggies' ball. We got a foul.
Sykes taking a second to get up. Randhawa is talking to her bench. She thought she got slapped on the arm.
I don't know whose ball it is. It's Utah State's.
Utah
Okay.
State.
Had a lot of conversation with no result. And we're gonna have a timeout now, and it will be a 30 or a full.
I believe a 30.
Yeah, it looks like we got a 30. Let's keep it here. 66-57, minute 52 to be exact remaining. Aggies got to go, and they got to go quickly. Oh, we're going to take a full timeout, I guess. Let's go ahead and take it as well. We'll talk about it later. 1:52 remaining here in the game, and the Lions lead it by 9. You're listening to Lady Aggie Basketball on the Aggie Sports Radio Network from Learfield.
Water supply.
I'm an Aggie. I grow plants in space.
I'm an Aggie. I make the world earthquake resistant.
I'm an Aggie. I empower youth to take action on worldwide issues.
We applaud their achievements, but they don't do it alone. We thank you for supporting the scholarships and programs that help these students pursue the impossible. You're an Aggie, and your giving matters.
Let's see here. Did Randhawa just draw a foul from 3? Way above the arc with the shot clock buzzer throwing?
She seems to think so.
Now, hold on. We can get a...
I think we're
going
going
to
get a review
here. Thank goodness for a crowd, Mike.
So for those who didn't hear, they're going to review to see if Randhawa got the ball off before the shot clock violation.
I think she did, too.
It looked like it to me. You know, it's one of those things where I guess we'll see if that's the case when if it actually left her fingertips. Be huge for Utah State because this scoring drought, you can tell that they're just really struggling to find someone to go to for a bucket here down the stretch.
Aggies right now on a drought of 4 minutes and 46 seconds. They're one of their last 12 from the field. 0 of their last 9.
3 shots.
And Loyola is on a 14-2 run over the last 6:04, a 9-0 run over the last 4:08.
Utah State stormed back to take a lead, and then it's always one of those things you're concerned about, Ajay, when you got to come back from a big deficit. Do you have the energy to finish it out?
So Randhawa's going to go to the line. They fouled her from about 40, maybe like 30 feet from the hoop.
Yeah, they did.
And she's going to get 3 freebies at the line. It's good.
Stafford left the line before that one even went in. She knew it was down.
She's got some swag. I like that gal.
Here's the second one.
Would you stop? Dude,
you
know what? No, you need to quit it.
I'm letting the people at home know what's going on.
Okay, well, they don't need to know. If we're shutting up, it means that we're letting free throws happen. Olivia's checking in here. Okay, that was a fan's fault. She would have missed that because we didn't say a word. She makes all 3. By the way, at the line, Randhawa tonight, AJ, is 6 of 6.
Those were 3 big ones. Cuts it to 6 with 1:50 left. Wickstrom checks in as they go back to that press. Emmy Harris sits down.
Johnson on a dribble, well above the arc. Looks at Clark, nothing there. Rodriguez now on the right wing. Now look back at Johnson. Got a tie up and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
Good play there by Stafford. Stafford forced Rodriguez to give it up. They went right back to her, and Stafford closed down on her, and that trap is what helped set that up. Exactly what you need. Loyola only burned 12 seconds on that turnover.
And they were trying to call timeout, but they couldn't get it in time. So the Aggies trail by 6, 96 seconds remaining here in the game. Got to go quick here. Randhawa, about 40 feet above the arc, dribbles into a step-in 3. Got it! Randhawa!
She needed to see one go down. When Randhawa scores, Utah State plays with edge.
66-63, 1:18 remaining, and now Loyola wants to take a timeout. Loyola will take a 30, we'll keep it here.
I'm not going to say what Randhawa just said twice to her teammates. When Randhawa scores, this team plays with edge. She saw those 3-pointers go, those 3 free throws go down. She stepped into that 3 wide open off a screen and absolutely drilled it with confidence.
19 for Randhawa, who's 6 of 16 from the field. That was her first 3-point make of the night. She's 1 of 5, 6 of 6 at the line. She's also got 4 boards.
Randhawa had, I think 5 points at half.
Mm-hmm.
She is at 19.
14 in the second half, 11 from Stafford tonight, 12 from Bradley.
More importantly, when that foul was called, Ajay, there was 150 left. 150. Utah State was down 9. At 118, they're now down 3.
Rodriguez will inbound from the far side. Aggie crowd starting to get into it. Rodriguez looking for Johnson. Gets it to Johnson, being guarded by Olivia. Johnson on a left-handed dribble, back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now a dribble across the top of the key, looks for help, now gives to Johnson. Johnson being harassed by Randhawa. Inside to Sykes, who slips, and they got a foul? They do! Oh, Sykes slips, and they're going to say it's a foul on Stafford.
Randhawa bounce pass. The conclusion of that play was that bounce pass ended up in Randhawa's hands.
Oh, and she slipped. She slipped.
100%.
Oh, no.
Even from a live look over here on the sideline, looks like Sykes lost her footing and hit the deck.
So Sykes is going to go to the line for 2. She's made both so far. She makes this one. Oh, that is a killer.
That one hurts it for Utah, but you got to, Coach talked to both Faith and Randhawa. I mean, still 106 left here, Ajay, with it's 4-point, potentially 5-point deficit.
Sykes at the line, makes the second.
I appreciate your effort, Ajay.
68-63. Lions lead it with a 1:03 on the game clock. Randhawa with a dribble above the arc. Randhawa's calling for a screen. Lacey's confused. Randhawa gets that screen. Now she's doubled. Setback jumper. No, way short. This ball's tipped out of bounds and go back to the Aggies with 50 seconds left, and the Aggies trail by 5, 68-63.
I want the ball in Randhawa's hands, but if you're double teamed, there's got to be someone open. You got to trust your teammates.
Randhawa's going to inbound. Looking. Gets it to Hawthorne. Back to Randhawa. She's stripped, and it's going to go back to the Aggies.
That was a break there.
I thought she fouled her.
It was close, but I think that was Clark got a hand on it as Randhawa tried to get a screen and just quickly go up with it.
Faith will inbound. Now she gives to Lacey. Back to Faith. Faith on a left-handed dribble. Inside the lane. Jumper is way short. Air ball's this one. We got a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the lines. 5-point game, 42.8 remaining. You have to foul, right? Or do you let – I mean, there's 30 on the shot clock.
If I'm fouling, it's one.
After they cross the timeline, force a steal.
It cannot be Sykes. Cannot be Sykes.
Long pass to Sykes. Sykes holds down, crosses timeline with ease with Lacey Gardner. Shoves her off. No foul. Loose ball is corralled by Stafford. Stafford's going to dribble with 35 on the game clock. Pass to Brantley. Brantley, and she stepped back court.
Oh, that was a killer. The pass was behind Brantley, so she tried to gather it. She had to regather it. In doing so, she went across half court, stepped back.
Let's see if she does here. Now she gets the dribble. Yep, she does. She goes back court. Absolutely.
Is it feet? I thought it was the ball.
No, it's feet. Yeah, it is feet.
Because the ball did not. So
yeah,
I guess, okay, if it's feet, then yeah, that was the right call.
Johnson is doubled. She needs help. Scribble's out of trouble. Getting a pass into Mark, but we got a timeout from Loyola. 24.5 on the clock, and the Lions lead it by 5. Oh, so many chances for the Aggies to get back into this.
Yeah, Sykes gives them a break on that last one. She just dribbles it right into Stafford's hands. Unfortunately, again, Randall had a couple of big shots there, but then Loyola adjusted, and you had to have someone try and make a shot, and they just couldn't find anyone. Here, I think, no doubt, you got a foul. I think you try and trap off the inbounds maybe, but if nothing, you got a foul, and it cannot be Sykes.
Aggies are one of their last 12, and in fact, they're 3 of 16 from deep, 24 of 68 from the field. That's 35% shooting. It's going to kill them. They are 12 of 18 at the line. I know you can't be perfect at the line, but they're down by 5. Do the math. Meanwhile, Loyola is 6 of 20 from 3, 25 of 59 from the field, and 12 of 15 at the free throw line.
Yeah, I think the big thing that's helped Loyola build the lead back up and maintain it, in this second half, they have shot so much better from the free throw line. Specifically, fourth quarter, they were 6 of 7, I think, before Sykes, too.
So Loyola will inbound from the far sideline. Olivia will guard the inbounds pass, it looks like. Or maybe not. They're going to front everybody and leave the inbounds person open. They will. Johnson directs traffic. Looks, gives to Mark, back to Johnson. Now it's Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks, gives back to Johnson. Johnson is stripped away. Is it saved? No, she steps out.
Oh, it's close. Good play there by Faith to knock that one down. Couldn't save it before it went out of bounds. Problem is, Ajay, still, like, the time is running off the clock. I'm curious to see when if a foul is going to, intentional foul is going to happen.
Johnson will inbound all the way to Mark, who's going to be fouled inside the key, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Mark on the night is 1 of 2. Two of these. Oh, they're gonna check review with the. They're gonna say, oh no, just kidding.
Lacey in that one, just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Bodies converging at the same time.
2 freebies ends this one. First one's up and good. Makes it a 6-point game. Oh, Aggies just had their chances numerous times. Went to a horrific scoring drought of nearly 4.5 minutes. Second one's good. Nope, got a lane violation. That's going to go for the Aggies.
That's a break for Utah State. 16 seconds left. Coach Art going to burn, I believe, her last timeout.
Yep,
I
believe so. Yep, that was. So it's 69-63, 16 seconds remaining, and the Lions lead this one. You need a quick 3, and you got to foul the right person.
Yeah, this one's got to be, I'm guessing, it's got to be Randawa or Faith. They've had some success from behind the line. The jump ball does favor Utah State as a no, but yeah, you're right, Ajay. You got to get this one up in a hurry and get it in from deep. That's what your concern is, Ajay. You got to storm back from a big lead, a big deficit like that. Do you have the energy to get it home? Utah State took their first lead, which is usually the hump that's hardest to get over, but since then, Loyola just immediately took command back.
Absolutely. Loyola looking for their first win of the season. Aggies are trying to go 3-1 to start the season. They will then face BYU on Tuesday afternoon. Game set for 12 o'clock. Faith looking to inbound. Still looking. And it's tipped away and it's stolen away by, I believe that's Clark, and that's Mark on the steal. And it's going to go back to Loyola for free throws, and that will probably do it for the night.
That one hurts. Loyola, nice little wrinkle there. They put Mark with the size advantage on Faith to make it difficult. Utah State, I think, was trying to spring Randall in the corner. Couldn't get it to work, though.
First one for Mark is no good.
Utah State, I believe, doesn't have any timeouts, right, so they cannot advance the ball.
That's correct. They got to run and go and get up one quickly. Second is no good. Stafford, they got to hustle here. Faith comes up the court, 12 on the game clock. Aggies trail by 6. Randawa, they're taking too much time. 8-7, Randawa. Now to Stafford. Stafford goes to the hole, lose control. Faith, 3-2. Her three's on the way. It's good. 69-63. 1.1 remaining. We got a timeout by Loyola.
That's just too fast. Randall was trying to come off a double screen to get some space, dropped it off to one of the screeners because she was open, which in normal game situations the right play, but not what you were looking for.
So it's a 69-66 ball game. Loyola inbound with 1.1 on the game clock here in the fourth. Hawthorne has 7 for the Aggies. Brantley with 15, Randall at 19, and Stafford with 11. Olivia has not scored tonight. She has no points on 0-3 shooting. For Loyola, Sykes has 14. That leads her team. Rodriguez with 11. Johnson with 10.
No, Ajay, can I ask you? I know you go with kind of more your seasoned and veteran players. Are you surprised in a situation where Utah State?
Are you asking about Emmy?
Well, she has the best plus minus. She hadn't really shot, so I understand that. But I was going to say false slap. Just because you know she don't lack the confidence to get it up.
Loyal's going to inbound from the near side on our left side. Randall is giving her space. Let's see if they can draw a 5-second violation. Looking. Got a lot of contact. Still looking. Can they get it? Nope, they don't get a foul. They do, but the buzzer already rings. What we got? Game over or buzzer? It is. That will do it for the night. Final score 69-66. Loyola wins this one. We'll speak to Coach Hardy here in just a few minutes, or just a few moments, I should say. Aggies just went on a drought at the wrong time, AJ. Again, final score 69-66. Randall led the team with 19 points. 11 boards from, I guess as a team, at 11 boards. Randall also had 3 assists. That also led the team. Aggie shot 36% from the field, 23% from deep. 4 of 17, AJ, and they lost by 3. Again, final score 69-66. We'll get into some numbers here in just a minute. We're going to first hear from Coach Yard as soon as she has a minute. In fact, it's going to be Coach Juwan Scaife who's going to join us here, the assistant coach, to join us here on the post game here in just a minute, I believe. After they shake some hands, and we'll hear from Coach. Yeah, I think they're going to look at the stats. We will as well. By the way, we talked about the 4 of 17 from deep. AJ, Loyola shot 6 of 20 from 3, so they weren't much better. They just hit key ones. Yeah, they sure did. Absolutely. All right, grabbing the headset and joining us here on the post game is going to be head coach Kayla Ard. Again, final score 69-66. Loyola Marymount wins this one. Coach, how big was that scoring drought? I mean, I think it nearly went about 4.5 minutes, give or take. You guys just weren't able to find anything to be able to go through the hoop.
Yeah, I thought we had a phenomenal third quarter. Well, first off, we did not play well at all the first half, which seems to be our MO right now. We keep talking about it. Haven't found a way to fix it yet, unfortunately. But had a phenomenal third quarter. Decided we wanted to win in the third, and then we just didn't play very well consistently through the last 20 minutes. And as bad as we played the first half, I thought had we been consistent, the second half we could have came back and won. And, I mean, obviously we took the lead, you know, but then fourth quarter, I don't know if we ran out of gas. I mean, this is the 10th day of a 10-day stretch, and I know that, but we can't make excuses. We have to figure out a way to pull this game out. This is a 3-point game that we're going to wish we had back when we wake up tomorrow morning. So, yeah, it was big. I mean, we didn't score there for quite some time, and that hurt us, obviously. Yeah, I think she really helps our defense quite a bit, and you know, she got a lot of minutes in the third quarter when we went on that run, and I think she really helps our defense. So our rotations are right. She's active. She understands the defense. You know, And like you said, you know, she is calming. I mean, she's a fifth-year senior, so the players trust her. She's one of our captains. So, yeah, she definitely helped us on the defensive side of the ball. Like you said, it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but I thought part of that big run was because of her and what she was doing on the defensive end.
How problematic was it with their ball movement? They just moved the ball so well.
Yeah, I mean, they did move the ball well. I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot there a little bit more than what they did to us. But they're a good basketball team, and you know, she's first-year head coach, and I think she's doing a good job there. And they got some good players, and so they're going to have a good season, and I wish them the best of luck. That was a good basketball team today. We didn't play to where we needed to beat them. Yeah, I mean, for us, you know, whoever shows up at practice that week will get it. I mean, we made a change in our starting lineup. This week, at least, you know, goes really hard, and so she started for us tonight. But it's never going to be a set thing. We compete every single day. So if somebody lets up a little bit, somebody else is going to be there to grab it. So, you know, I want them to compete with each other. They love each other and care about each other a lot. But we compete in practice every day, and we still got to figure out the rotations ourselves as a coaching staff. So, you know, we're only a couple games in here, so we got to figure it out. But I'd love to be able to play a lot of players, especially if we're playing at the pace we're supposed to be playing at. We need a lot of bodies. So, yeah, it'd be nice to get some sort of a rotation that we're comfortable with and familiar with. But we'll see. You know, we got to keep everybody healthy. And like you said, we're getting some people back now, so we haven't really had that many people sitting on the bench yet so far this season. So we'll see as we move forward.
Coach, doesn't get any easier. You got to take on 3-0 BYU. They actually get Boise State tomorrow afternoon, but that game for you guys is a midday game on Tuesday. A lot to prepare for with those ladies.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough day for us going against them, but I think, honestly, we got to get some rest. You know, we 10th day here, 10 days in a row, so we got to get some rest and try to recover and get our bodies right so that we can go up to Provo and compete. So our biggest thing right now is to get some rest and try to heal up and come off of this. You know, we're on a 2-game losing streak now, so we got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That's head coach Kayla Ard of Utah State women's basketball. They fall 69-66. Really tough one, too. And like she said, they're going to look at tomorrow's tape and just kind of just kick themselves for some of the opportunities they had. Let's go through some quick numbers really quickly and we'll wrap this one up, put a bow on it. Aggies shot 36% from the field at 25 of 69, 23% from 3, 4 of 17, and 12 of 18 at the line for 66%. They were out-rebounded, 44-39. They turned over the ball 17 times to LMU's 20. They had, 11 second chance points to LMU's 7. And in regards to bench points, they're outscored by 1, 26-25, and points in the paint, 38-28. LMU. Leading scorer for tonight for